let's get into basketball ideology. And we're going to start with a question I'm going to pose to you. I'm going to ask the question.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say kind of, what made me think of it.
Okay.
Should high school, and we're going to talk about basketball, should high school players play in city leagues once the school starts? Not the basketball season, but school starts. Now, I had a player, and I've had several, more than several,
okay,
where they're playing on the team. Once high school starts, they're August, September, they're going through their routine. They're in the gym every day, but they're still playing in city leagues on Saturdays or Sundays. Now, my feeling with that is once high school starts and they're going every day, they're starting to prep and get ready for practice and stuff, that belongs to the school. Once the last game is over, to me, now you can get them again. The only thing that I was saying is, if you're playing on a team, city team or whatever, or travel team, and you have some type of elite competition where you're going to be playing in front of scouts in a tournament or a showcase, I'm okay with it. Okay. Otherwise, let those kids get it. And let me tweak it a little. I think it's more important for freshmen, because that jump from 8th grade to high school is huge. Now, if you're an established, sophomore or junior or senior, I still would say no, but I understand and respect it because you have a routine. Mm-hmm. What say you?
For me, again, it's who you are as a player, what your schedule was, spring and summer. I like to say when school starts, that's your time, especially the end of July. You've got that 2 or 3 weeks in August, whatever that is. Everybody starts at a different date now. I think that's your recovery period. That's your time for your body to recoup and for you to start really getting stronger from your core and those types of things. Continuing to play, I think you're being highly susceptible to injury, in my opinion. Again, once you're that freshman or sophomore that are, on the cusp of trying to become elite, or you're a college prospect, I think, you definitely don't need to be playing during when school starts. Now, I'll say this, El Paso kids, you have El Paso kids playing in leagues on Saturday and Sunday during the high school season. Now, that's an absolute no-no.
Now, the only high school kids, okay, if you didn't make the team,
that's different.
So, the other side of that is, the other area is, if you made the team and you're never sniffing the court.
That's agreed.
I'm okay with you playing
I'm
the city
okay
league.
with that as well.
Right now, I know coaches,
I'm okay with that
high school coaches will take it out on you, but I'm like, well, damn, you're not even playing me. Yeah. Only game time I get is in practice, right?
I would either, I'm a firm believer, and I'm just going to be honest. I know my people are killing me right now before I say this. I'm a firm believer in training and building skill instead of playing games, because you're still going to be the same player that you are. To me, and I know you got to play, I understand that. To me, you would be better off, and I'm not just saying it because he's here. That's not who I am or what I do. To me, you would be better off with a trainer playing against somebody one-on-one than actually playing in a league game.
Now, are you talking about once the school season starts?
I'm talking about if I'm a player that has not and doesn't play at all, whether that's at the start of school, I make varsity and I know there's 6 guys ahead of me, right? My focus is really, how can I get better faster?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now,
I see what you're saying.
what you're speaking of is, hey, we're in season, and I'm hardly playing. Something you got to do that is very uncommon. You have to, number one, figure out a way to stay in shape.
Yeah.
On game days, you're getting workouts in.
Yeah.
On game days, you're running on a treadmill, you're lifting weights. Like, you are an anomaly to anybody that's on your campus. That's something that you should be doing only where you're gonna even continue to get a leg up to showcase what you do in practice. And that window is very small. So you have to make leaps and bounds as far as where you are or whoever else in front of you. You got to catch somebody. My philosophy is I'm not even looking at the starters. I'm looking at 7th and 8th and 9th person. If I catch the 9th in a week and a half or 2, maybe it's 3 weeks, great, I'm there. And then I'm continually building myself up. I mean, that's the only thing that you can do. If I had to play in the league, because I'm not playing at all, I think it's good to play. Personally, I've seen this work. I would go on Fort Bliss, or if y'all have a Navy base or any kind of military base, some of you guys have fantastic rec centers where older players are playing. I truly believe you get in there, you will learn a whole lot more if you ask the right questions. If you build those relationships, they will create a situation where you have to get better or you won't be playing with them as well.
Okay. The only, I always say the greatest environment for a kid to grow is the training or player development.
Right.
And then the opportunity to deploy whatever.
Yes, sir.
In games,
yes,
right?
sir.
To me, that's the ultimate fastest.
Absolutely.
Because now,
that's why you use those two.
Right. But yeah, it's just a weird thing. What I don't want to say what bothers me, what just kind of confuses me is it makes me wonder how many of these city league teams, and I'm not just talking about El Paso, but city league teams have people who've never played at a high level and understand it, because I couldn't see myself knowing that, number one, you're practicing, you're going hard every day, right? Some schools, it's not 5 days a week, it's 6 days a week.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna ask this kid to come in on a Saturday and Sunday. You're trying to pick this kid up so you can win a league, right? Once school starts, this is my opinion. Once school starts, there should be no more high school season.
No, sir.
Unless you fall into that category of you didn't make your team, right?
Yeah.
You're not on the roster.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. Agreed.
Once the season's over, it's open season.
And I'll say this: if you didn't make the team and there is a high school league, it's not going to be very good. So that's where.
No, yeah, but
that's where you got to go and
but
go to your rec centers and so on and so forth. Let me ask you this, and I know you've experienced this. When an athlete comes to you, athlete and a family comes to you, and they want training because they haven't made the team, or maybe they're not getting playing time. Like, what's your process on that? Like,
what I tell them is, okay, what I try to find out, what I have asked them to do is, okay, so I need you to talk to coach and find out, coach, what do I need to do to get on the floor? Force the coach to be specific, right? Don't just say, well, I need you to get better. Yeah, but better at what? Right? Am I not rotating properly defensively? Am I not seeing the play when I'm running? Am I missing opportunities? Whatever it is, because then that could be focused on. So what I do is we'll work, once, I call it in-season training. We will work on the offensive set that they run, or defense, or whatever it is they're struggling. So I'll just use offense. If we're going to run the play, and I'm going to be saying right here, when you catch the ball, what are you looking at? Right? What do you have? What's your first thought? And then helping them to see, okay, these are gaps. These are opportunities for you to either gain an advantage and you score, or get an advantage, suck the defense in to help your teammate score, right? Then I'm going to tell them, right now, practice is your game.
Oh, for sure.
Practice is your game.
For sure.
So you approach practice like it's a game day.
Yeah.
When you're in there, you go hard,
like
you're
that.
learning, you're figuring it out.
Yes, sir.
Because you have to put pressure on those other players and those coaches to see, damn, he's really picking it up.
Right.
He's understanding things.
Right.
Right. And then once you go in, don't try to do, once you get an opportunity, don't try to do too much. Now, having said that, there are players in certain circumstances where no matter how good they are, they won't get that opportunity.
I've seen that.
And that's sad, but overall, that's how I approach it.
I like it. I like it. So is it a mental thing as well as a physical? Okay. Is it more mental for you than the training, than the physical training?
Yeah, it's more mental because I'm gonna tell them like, well, you're not ready. Like there have been some players that I'm like, look, our goal is to just make the team. We can't even worry about seeing the floor. We just need to get on the team, and we're gonna learn and develop throughout this year.
Is this varsity only, or
this is all 4 levels?
Okay, okay.
I mean, because there are some players that get that make varsity, and they don't play, right? And I'm big at, if you're not gonna, unless you're a senior, I need to play. I need to grow. I need to learn something. I don't learn as much sitting on the bench watching all season as I would playing most of the season. But the mental part is just getting their IQ to understand whatever it is they need to understand. Was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
because if you can play, your skill level is gonna help. But some players' skill level, like for instance, there's a player, he's been really dominant. And he was pretty dominant on the circuit, from what I understand, within his realm. But what I explained to him is, the way you played in the summer and with these teams is not going to be the way you play with the school. Right. You're going to have to learn to make quicker decisions. You're not going to have the ball to be able to dance around and get your shot. You're going to have to learn and understand how to get everything within the flow. I said, and that's how I'm going to help you. Because I'm going to help you to be able to make those decisions really quick within what the scheme they're doing. Right. You'll have pockets where you might be able to do a little something. But they're going to want the ball passed, right?
For sure. For sure.
So, all right, so let's move on to this next subject. The question is, when do you stop labeling players young?